Hello and welcome to another Michael Brooks podcast. I am your host, Michael Brooks, and today we are going to talk about fitness trackers. My first fitness tracking device was the Microsoft Band 2, and it was honestly one of my favorite devices I've used for fitness tracking. It was great to track my steps and reach my goals and track any workouts I did. Overall, it was just an all-round great device. I also loved the fact it had UV sensors, so when you went out in the sun, you could actually track the UV rays, and every 30 minutes it would remind you to put sun cream on, and it was a fantastic device. The only flaw was that the straps were not replaceable, so if they broke, which they did very often, you had to send it back and get replacements, which was very annoying. I think I had 2 devices before I gave up, and then I went over to Fitbit. But yeah, if the straps kept working, I'd probably still have that device today, or until it eventually stopped working and Microsoft stopped supporting it. But anyway, I went over to Fitbit and I bought the Fitbit Surge, which again didn't have replaceable straps right off the bat, so you kind of had to send it back every time you needed replacements, which was very annoying. I think it lasted about a year, maybe 6 months to a year, before the strap started kind of breaking away, and I'd have to send it back to get replacements. And I did that for probably about 2 years until I could find straps on Amazon. And I think I bought a replacement strap on Amazon and I used it for a bit, and then I just got fed up with Fitbit, so I went over to Garmin, who I am now with. Garmin are great for fitness tracking. I think the results of the tracking can be a bit off sometimes, especially in strength workouts, but it's overall a great device and I've really enjoyed using it. I enjoy getting the badges, keeping up with my goals, and the same with the Fitbit. The Fitbit badges were really cool. I really liked that idea. My reason for moving over from Fitbit to Garmin was because the latest sort of device releases just weren't up to what I was hoping for with a fitness device. So I moved over to Garmin, which was something that kind of just focused more on health and less on the smart features, which Fitbit kind of started moving over to. The fitness features you have on Garmin are pretty decent. I wouldn't say they're the best, but they're good. Well, I mean, I haven't got the latest and greatest Garmin device. I have a Forerunner 735 XT, I believe it's called, and it's probably mid-range. So for a mid-ranger, it is pretty decent. If I had the money, I would probably go for the latest Phoenix device and give that a try. Just to see what that's like for CrossFit and compare with previous devices. But also yesterday, Apple had a talk about their latest releases, and one of those releases was the Apple Watch Series 6, and my god, the features on this just look amazing, especially that oxygen blood level. That is fantastic, because that's the sort of thing when you go to a doctor's and you have an issue, they always check your blood oxygen levels. So to have that in a watch, something that you can always keep an eye on, is really good, and I think it could be very beneficial when you're doing workouts, especially if you suffer with asthma or other breathing issues. It could, help you alleviate those problems or be aware of those problems a lot more. So I'm thinking of potentially upgrading to the Series 6 at some point in the future. It won't be straight away, it'll just be at some point in the future, and I'm hoping it can kind of be that ultimate CrossFit tracking device. And I mean, if it's the ultimate CrossFit tracking device, I think it's probably the ultimate health device for any fitness activity you do. So yeah, sorry if you can hear like noise in the background. There are cars and stuff going along and being rowdy, but yeah, I do apologize. So these Apple Watch Series 6 has some amazing features. They also brought out the SE, which doesn't have all of the features of the Series 6, and it's $130 or probably £130 cheaper than the Series 6. So if you wanted to save a bit of money and you didn't want any blood oxygen levels, you could go for that one. And that also looks like a very good device. You've also got the family features, which look very interesting. I haven't really got any, I haven't got any kids, so probably wouldn't find that very useful myself. They've also released the Apple One subscription, and that contains some Fitness Plus stuff bundled in, which is basically video coaching. So you can do workouts from home just using video, and you can watch those videos on your iPhone, iPad, Apple TV, which is really great if you want to work out from home, or you can work out while on holiday. The possibilities are pretty much endless with that one. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm kind of looking for the ultimate CrossFit device for health tracking. So if I can find that, I will let people know what it is. At the minute, the fitness trackers I've tried have been very good, but I don't think they've been the best for CrossFit CrossFit based workouts. So I will keep an eye out, and I will let you guys know what I think. If I do purchase a Series 6, I'll probably make a review on it, especially for people who do CrossFit, and probably release that as a YouTube video as well as on my podcast if you wanted to watch it. I will, if that ever happens, I will post a link to that on the podcast episode, which that could possibly happen. Right, so yeah, that's me talking about this one. Hope you guys have a good day and a great week, and I will speak to you guys tomorrow. Thank you, bye.